What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 9th episode of Noblesse. This one's titled Blood Pact / Devote. I assume this is still Frankenstein related with these titles. The thumbnail definitely seems to suggest we're going to continue with Frankenstein. We left off as well with a little bit of a cliffhanger because this show's really good at doing that, apparently. And they have been doing it pretty much all season. First of all, if I look a little bit different, if the lighting looks a bit weird, I've had to use a temporary lighting solution for today's videos and tomorrow's videos. I'm waiting for a new ring light to be ordered, but my previous lighting solution has died on me, so now I've got a very temporary setup, which is nowhere near as good as my last one, and I've adjusted it as much as I can with gain and stuff on the actual webcam itself. So hopefully that's kind of helped out a bit, but I don't know how much of that it will have done. But hopefully we're not too bad here as it stands right now. It looks okay on my end. Hopefully the render will do so as well. Anyway, last time, it feels longer than a week since I watched this show, and I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's just been a long week, but I almost forgot that I watched this last week. Not to say anything of the show's quality, it's just of how weird time has been recently. But last time we learnt more about, what's the name of the place? Lucadonia? Is that what it's called? I think it was called Lucadonia. Yeah, Lucadonia, the land of the nobles, and the new lord there is the daughter of the previous lord, and she suspects and is convinced that Rai here drove the previous lord to his death, or eternal slumber, and she wants revenge and to bring this traitor to the nobles home to answer for his crimes, essentially. Now, judging by the way we've seen him so far, I don't really see any inclination, especially since we had a scene with the previous Lord Rai. I don't see any reason why he would turn traitor in that instance. So I feel like something's got misconstrued or he's been set up in a way. I don't know how, but right now we're still exploring the background of Frankenstein and Rai. How Frankenstein is this non-noble but can possess the power and kind of rather unstably summon a soul weapon of his own like the nobles can. And we haven't really explained exactly how he does it. I'm thinking maybe they're going to lean vampiric with him and how he, like, by drinking the blood of nobles, he is able to gain some of their powers in some sense. But I feel like the fact that his eyes glow very distinctly blue, whereas all the nobles glow distinctly red, I think is meant to have some significance in that if we maybe find another character with blue eyes that glow so much, maybe there is some relatedness there of sorts. I just found that somewhat distinctive anyway. But we had a nice battle between two of the lords of the time up against Frankenstein, who then stumbles into Rai's home. And then we have a nice comedy bit right at the end, because these last ending bits are usually comedy-based, except for episode 7, I think, was the last time. I don't think we had a comedy bit in that one. I can't remember. Anyway, the new act is fully in swing, and we're going to continue on with Frankenstein's backstory, I believe, here. Frankenstein and Rai's backstory, I suppose. Maybe it'll take us to the point of where the Lord passes or goes into eternal slumber, and maybe we can understand a little bit of what happened, or at least one side of what happened, potentially. Anyway, let's get the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based format reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see time for the episode. I'll count you down, 3, 2, 1, play. Then play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We'll watch this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since that's who's licensed it this season. Links to that is in the description as per usual. We have, the Crunchyroll Originals logo, and then the Webtoon Productions for a total running time of around about 8 seconds. I just had a quick look there because I forgot to do that beforehand. But 8 seconds logos, and then we go into the episode. I'll count them as they go past, and you can also use the screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when scenes are transitioning. Hopefully, the screen flash is still pretty obvious enough to help sync up. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I did start a Patreon just yesterday as well. This series will not be picture-in-picture, but Higurashi, Moriarty the Patriot, and Jujutsu Kaisen will all be picture-in-picture versions available on the channel, and then every show from winter 2021 onwards will also be picture-in-picture, so check out my Patreon down below and see if that's something that would interest you. I will do something more cohesive with that on those 3 shows that I mentioned, and then, of course, into Winter 2021. Anyway, with all that said, let's just get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Crunchyroll Originals. Webtoon Production. Here we go. Are we getting credits? I think we might be getting opening credits over the... Yeah, they're not going to do an OP this time. Yeah, it's not going to work. He is the master. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Oh, okay. Okay. Just like that? Why would he do that? Well, now we have a reason for the Lord and Rye to be at ends. Why would he do that? Mm-hmm. It's a good question. There's the title. 5 years ago, okay. Jesus. Yep, power went out of control. Yeah. Still epic. But it stopped. Was he able to regain control, or was it someone else's actions? Just casual trees flattened everywhere. Okay. Naturally. Then why did you do it? That's one way of dealing with it, I suppose. Would he agree? Does he have much choice? That means he's been here for 5 years. Wow, okay. What is he looking at? Okay. Interesting. He just is not aware of other things to want, or... Aww. Interesting. Is someone going to make an attempt on him? Oh, yeah. I think anyone would be. A pair? Huh? Hmm. He doesn't like much, let's be real. Packed? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Really? Okay. I mean, okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. And this is what's going to get the Lord killed, probably. Okay. Okay. Yes. So we have prime suspect for what really happened, very evidently being thrown in our face here. uh, Well, whatever his life is. Oh boy. He's just looking to kill him. Mm-hmm. Well, now this is gonna go. Nice. Oh shit. Well, yeah, let's be real. He wasn't interested in playing games with him. Probably a bad idea. Oh boy. What was with the eye color there that flashed for a second? I might go back and look at that later. Actually, I'll make a note of it before I forget. Mm-hmm. But he's gonna lose control sooner or later. That's nice visual. Mm-hmm. And he's still holding on relatively well. Hmm. Angered him. Holy shit, really angered him. Why should that be the case? Hmm. Oh boy, here we go. I think he's quite happy about that, though. And of course, that break right there. God damn it, just as the music was swelling as well. Back at the mansion? Nope, at the... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Does not care. Oh shit, actually drew blood. But he'll use that. Jesus. Holy shit. Wow, okay. It's just holding the weapon back. I love it. Control slowly coming back. Or have they just... Did he just complete a blood pact with him right there and then? Or is now he is about to do it? I guess this is the blood pact. Seal his power, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. Never says a word. God damn it. It's like one of the few choices where getting the main role doesn't actually give you a lot of voice lines. Still looking out the window. Okay. Yes. Oh, shit. Did he push himself that hard? Would appear so. Good question, but... Put blood in the tea? Mm-hmm. Here's the pact. Mm-hmm. And that is... Okay. So the pact does have to be mutual. Interesting. But what happened after that? That's what's going to be interesting. He's going to have to go back eventually. He said a little longer. Why would he want that? Right. Why does he want to go back there? Mm-hmm. Something he never would have had there. Of course. Everyone's just like, ugh. And we're just getting the ending credits over the episode as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. One day. You should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should tell, man. Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright, Geshtel. Softened up a bit. Got after credits here, though. Oh. Lying to the Lord? Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, me suspicious. Oh, is this the... This is the young one that we saw last episode? Yeah. Why? Okay. Alright, so enter in new antagonist for us. And this is the chance he wanted to prove himself. Alright. Webtoon. Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Now, what they've done cleverly is they've given us a lot of background now on Frankenstein and Rai and why they came together and how they came together. But we still don't know why. Like, obviously, Rai is not liked amongst this group of the nobles. He's a very controversial figure. But he is the one that gives the Lord its power. Like, I want to go back to that line from... Let me see. Where was that line that the Lord made? It's hard to find it in this, but I can't remember. Oh, one thing I can do first, though, is just look to see where the eye flash was when... Yeah, Frankenstein did have a red eye flash when he activated the overwhelming stuff, so I assume that's him tapping into the noble blood that probably already started to course through him. Because they haven't really explained how he got this ability yet. I think they're kind of like suggesting some things and we're meant to just figure out ourselves for now. I am assuming that he has drank the blood of a noble or done something with the blood of a noble and is inferring power out of it somehow, rather than the normal means. So that's where my mind's going, especially seeing a red flash in his eyes, like what nobles normally would. I'm going to assume that's the case. Now, where is the one I'm looking for? How do you like this? Shocked. We are like father and son. Doesn't seem to like me. Chosen those. Okay. At times, he betrays his fellow nobles, exposes their secrets, and forces them into servitude. We have a duty to protect the race, the very concept of nobility. Without him, the Lord is powerless. So it's kind of like the Lord is a figurehead, right? So a very basic and probably not entirely accurate example would be how in England we have the Queen, we have the Prime Minister. Realistically, the Prime Minister and the government are the ones that are making all the decisions and have full control. The Queen is more or less a figurehead and tourist attraction at this point. Yes, she does still wield some power, technically, but it's not really her. She doesn't exercise that power. So that's where it differs a little bit, because I wonder if the Lord does have power, because we have our new Lord here who seems to be trying to run this and again persecute Rye. I can only assume that she was of the opinion, like some of the other nobles here at the time, that because Rye was sheltering this, was sheltering the human that killed nobles and formed a pact, I can only assume that that's part of her reasons for distrusting him in the first place. But still, because they're piecemealing us here, right? They're not giving us every single bit of information we need. Why did the Lord go into eternal slumber? We haven't got to that point yet. We know they made a blood pact. The Lord was very supportive of this choice and wanting to see it go through to its natural conclusion. This is what the Lord wanted, even if it went against what some of the nobles wanted. But we have yet to see at what point the past Lord is no longer part of the equation, and what could possibly make him think that Rye is responsible. Because I don't think Rye is responsible at all. I think he's just there to be blamed. I would not be surprised if the Lord was put into eternal slumber by someone that disliked Rye to kind of inserts their own dictatorship essentially over it. Because with Rye out of the picture, the power of the Lord is no longer there, so you can... Okay, I assume Rye went into eternal slumber after the Lord did, because otherwise how would he have been responsible for driving the current Lord to eternal slumber as well, right? So that must have happened before Rye went to sleep. So maybe they got rid of the Lord, and by extension Rye, and then changed the narrative to suit their agenda. Like, I don't know what to think of this woman. What was her name? Was it began with an R? Or was it began with an L? I can't remember. I can't remember. Reskier or something like that. It's not listed here, because why would it be? Noblesse, help me. What was her name? Raskrea. There we go. So yeah. I wonder. I wonder. Because she hasn't shown up at all from the past yet, right? Has there been a scene where she's in the background at any point? Maybe as one of the hooded figures in this scene, for example? Interesting. I wonder where they're going to go with that. But like I said, they're giving us pieces of information, but they're not giving us the entire picture. And we've now got whatever the hell this little runt was called. I forget his name. What was his name? Was he a Courtier family member? I think he was Courtier, right? So that makes him Ryle, I think? Possibly? I think that's his name, Ryle. I have to check episode 8 real quick. Let me see. Yeah, he's definitely Courtier. Ryle, yeah, his name's Ryle. Okay. So Ryle Courtier is the one that's going to be trying to take Sarah away, which now angers... Okay, so that now angers, what's-his-face, Yusuke, which then will anger Rai, so it's like, okay, now you've got the whole gang involved, because as soon as Rai's invested, that's it, you lose, basically. So yeah, they're doing very well here, and the pacing so far has been really top-notch, actually, for what we've gone through. Having the DA5 arc last the 6-7-ish episodes that it did, and now moving on to this next one, we've still got 4 episodes left. Because it's a 13-episode season, so last episode of this will come out on New Year's Eve, interestingly. So we've still got plenty of time to go through this and discover the truth. So the pacing on this show has genuinely been very, very nice. I don't know how it compares to the original manhwa, for example. I can only say, as an anime-only viewer, this pacing feels really, really nice. I feel like we're learning stuff each time. I feel like some pieces are being given to us, some pieces are being intentionally left out to keep us wanting more, and each episode has ended on something which makes me want to come back more. Like, I don't need that reason to come back after, like, the 3rd episode. With most shows, you don't need to be constantly teasing me with cliffhangers at every episode, but this show has been doing that, and it's been working really, really well for it, so I'll give it praise for that. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as it always helps grow the channel, as do your comments on what you thought. Don't forget to check out my Discord as well for updates on anything that's happening with the channel. I also have my Patreon now to promote, which I need to get a little better at, and I'll have some things going forward with that to help promote it. But for now, we're only just starting out, so it's going to take me some time to get into that rhythm. This show will not be one of the picture-in-picture shows of the season, unfortunately. But from winter 2021, every show going forward will be them, as well as backdated shows such as Jujutsu Kaisen, Higurashi, and Moriarty the Patriot. Those are the 3. I'll also be trying to bring back the old movies that I reacted to. I'll try and get those back onto Patreon as well. So thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup that you can find on the channel. And until next time, see you guys later.